India Slavery Story, Episode 7. In India's long history of unfreedom, children were often the most affected. Systems of bondage passed automatically from one generation to the next. Slavery was inherited before a child could understand what freedom meant. Many children were born into bonded labor through family debt, caste obligations, or household servitude. If parents were tied to a landlord or employer, children were expected to work as well. This was not seen as unusual. It was treated as normal life. Some families facing extreme poverty or famine placed children into service with wealthier households in exchange for food or protection. These arrangements were described as care or opportunity, but in reality, many children spent years working without pay, education, or choice. Work began early. Children assisted in farming, domestic tasks, craft production, and later industrial labor. Their small size made them easier to control. Their silence made them invisible. Access to education was limited or completely denied. Learning to read, write, or count could threaten the system by creating independence. Instead, children were taught obedience and routine. Their future paths were decided for them. Girls faced additional expectations. They were trained for household roles and caregiving from an early age. Their labor was considered natural rather than forced, which made their exploitation harder to recognize and easier to ignore. During colonial rule, child labor expanded further. Large infrastructure projects, plantations, and factories relied on family-based labor systems. While laws were introduced to regulate work, enforcement was inconsistent and economic pressure kept children working. Despite these conditions, children showed resilience. They formed friendships, shared knowledge, and supported one another. Some ran away. Others learned skills quietly, hoping for a different future. Survival itself required strength. The long-term effects were deep. Limited education reduced opportunities. Poverty repeated across generations. Bondage was not just a moment in childhood, but it shaped entire lives. Understanding child slavery in India means recognizing that it was not always visible or dramatic. Often it was quiet, routine, and socially accepted. And that is what allowed it to last so long. In the next episode, we will examine how religion, belief systems, and social ideology were used to explain and justify slavery in India, turning control into tradition.